My apologies, the video just turns itself off. I don't know why. As I was saying, the valves, I'm having difficulty finding a decent valve that'll operate at low pressure and is also made out of plastic and also is motorized or solenoid operated. Anything that I can control with Arduino I'm all for, but it has to be plastic and have no metal and has to be motorized. Once I have good valves, I'll be able to control what water originates where and where it goes to after that. So essentially, the RO pump would be connected up there, so wouldn't all the feed pumps, and then I can choreograph how I want the water moving around. Do I want fresh RO going from there into either of the sites, or do I want to take nutrients out of the sites and run it through the rail and see what the stats are and then make corrections based upon those stats? Or do I just want to, at the end of the week, pump it from the site down into the waste? Behind all that Panda film, I have a whole bunch of tubing, and it ties right into the drainage system of this building. The way I have it now, I can also, if you'll notice down here on the, right below the camera screen, you'll see where it says RO gallons and start. What that allows me to do, excuse me a moment, I can actually demonstrate this right now. I just gotta plug in the RO pump to the relays up here, and it's that one for, I'm sorry, I'll plug that in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 3/4 of 1 gallon. I'll give it a little flush. Here's the RO where it comes from, and as soon as I press the off button that says start RO, it'll begin counting, and it will count out how many milliseconds it takes to produce 3/4 of a gallon. I've found from experience that 34 seconds, that's seconds, not milliseconds, it is what it takes for one of these pumps to produce 1 gallon. So you figure 3/4 of 34,000, because that would be milliseconds, would be what we get. So here's our little test. 3/4 of a gallon RO. Oops, weight of the water in the hose, it just pulled it down. You see, it's not a lot of pressure. Definitely not no 3 psi, which would be needed to operate of the other solenoid valves that are on the market. And that's it, done. I have exactly 3/4 more, I'm sorry, 3/4 of a gallon more water into my nutrient solution. That right there is a little 12-volt dehumidifier. Doesn't really work all that well, but when you're in a corner, you do anything. And thankfully, now that I have 440 CFM sucking off the rooms, then the humidity is not so much of an issue, nor is the heat. Actually, now that I'm here, I'm going to turn this up to 100% on the ballast. Ooh, it's got a little brighter in there. I'm sure the girl's going to love it that much more. I'm confident that the heat will be maintained, as well as the RH. You can see this is A temp is 75 degrees and A humidity is 49%. I don't know what else to talk about. This room is about ready. All I need to do is hang the light, obviously, hang that fan, and make one of these little Velcro doors, kind of like a tent. Works pretty good, actually. You just want to oversize your door a little bit more than I did. You can see the Velcro is right on the edge. I should have made the Panda film piece just a little bit larger, and I actually still can, because this stuff peels right off easily. But alright, I'm gonna finish the video, get it uploaded later, guys.